where a shocking threat from across the border has put India on alert. Now, Bangladesh's radical Jamaat-e-Islami viewers has openly invoked Ghazwa-E-Hind. It's promised a holy war with 5 million youth in India if India dares to intervene. Speaking in New York and not Dhaka, very interestingly, Jamaat Deputy Chief Syed Abdullah Muhammad Taher made a fiery but a delusional statement, as they always do. 5 million youth are ready for a war against India, said Taher. Yes, 50 lakh Bangladeshi youth allegedly ready for guerrilla warfare to erase the stain of the 71 war, claims the Jamaat-e-Islami in Bangladesh. Now, let's be clear, viewers, this is not just fringe chatter. This comes from a former member of parliament, the deputy leader of Bangladesh's second largest Islamist party, which has in fact just gained ground after Sheikh Hasina's ouster in 2024. As we all have seen, its leader was brought out of the prison. There was a ban on the party after the 71 movement, which was removed. And what about the audience? The audience was a packed hall of the Bangladeshi American Association. And all of these provocative statements were made in New York on US soil. Now, this is the same Jamaat that supported Pakistan in 1971. And now it claims to be waiting for an Indian intervention so it can prove itself as true freedom fighters. Meanwhile, their student wing, the Islami Chhatra Shibir, has just also swept elections in Dhaka University very recently. India's agencies have taken note. But here's the big question: should New Delhi treat this as an empty provocation or another empty provocation, or should it indeed prepare for a long-term ideological threat that's brewing just next door? To shed more light on this, I'm joined by Dr. Abhinav Pandya. He is the CEO of Usanas Foundation, a foreign policy think tank, and also a counter-terrorism expert. Thank you so much for taking out the time and joining us, Dr. Pandya. First question to you, sir. Now, with radical groups gaining in universities, as we just mentioned, is Bangladesh witnessing a Taliban-style grassroots capture, so to say?
Yes, of course. I'm not at all surprised, with what's happening in Bangladesh. See, this was bound to happen. Let me put it at the outset. Even the so-called Awami League founders, like Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and all those people during the times of the partition, they were very staunchly against India, and they were staunchly in the support of the Pakistan movement. They supported the Muslim League. Some of the members took active participation in the Direct Action Day. And after the 1971 war, Bangladesh has very rapidly gone into the folds of radicalization in Islamism. They were just waiting for the ouster of Sheikh Hasina. Otherwise, society was ready at every level to get itself into the throes of Islamism. And Jamaat-e-Islami, when Jamaat-e-Islami says this, we should not take it lightly. Jamaat-e-Islami is a very strong organization. And the most important and critical part here is that what it says reflects the trends in the society. It's not just one random politician. It's the society. He is speaking the language which appeals to the Bangladeshi society.
Point, Dr. Pandya, you raised there. They were just the Jamaat and the ilks of Jamaat. They were just waiting for the ouster of Hasina. Now, is Bangladesh also becoming another Islamist launchpad, or is it on its way to become a launchpad? What's the future looking like?
It has already started. Like, it's already, I would say, it has already become a launchpad. Now it's just a matter of degrees. It is going along Afghanistan's way, and we'll say definitely we are going to see a rapid spread of Islamist and terrorist organizations. Definitely there are local ones like Huji Bangladesh, Jamaatul Mujahideen, Ansarullah Bangla, Islamic State Bangladesh unit. Apart from that, you will also witness a very strong distribution and spread of Pakistan-sponsored groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba, and groups like Sipah-e-Sahaba, Lashkar-e-Jangvi, because there is a very strong network now between Bangladeshi Islamists and Pakistani Islamists. And this phenomena, this trend is going to be extremely dangerous for India, because they're going to send all these jihadists and all these radical extremists into India from the northeastern side. On the western side, we already have Pakistan, and internally in India also, we must be ready for a very strong segment of radical extremists and jihadists among the Muslim community who are already in touch with these radical and extremist segments in Bangladesh and Pakistan.
Dr. Pandya, we saw the interim Prime Minister Muhammad Yunus at the UNGA spinning tall tales, making tall claims at that. He also spoke about elections, but there has not been any sort of a retort or a reply from Dhaka after this Jamaat-e-Islami's deputy leader made these worrying statements or provocative, inflammatory statements right out from New York. What does that signal? Does it signal tacit support or sheer loss of control? Very quickly, Dr. Pandya.
We should not even expect any support because the Bangladeshi government, these Yunus and all these fellows, they are hands in glove with these Islamists. And also the very fact that all this is happening in New York, it means that there are actors, state and non-state actors sitting in the New York, people pertaining to the deep state who are actively and in a very, I would say, strong manner supporting these Islamist elements against India.
Thank you so much for giving us your time and talking to us on this very important topic.